While Bob eyes is closed and his head is bowed, like this. Now Mr. Ed walked up to that man, stood right in front of him, did him like this, hit him on the shoulder. Bob lifted his head up, and Mr. Ed did like that and shot back there to the closet. So I'm like, damn, I hope they don't go to fighting in here and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So Bob walked back there to the closet. But I don't hear nothing, of course. They probably whispering because it's quiet. The preacher out here praying and stuff. Yeah, so after a little minute, we hear a little, but it don't sound like nobody just full-fledged fighting. It sound like, to me, like a little tussling, probably a little tussling going on or whatever the case is. So the pastor stopped praying. He went to looking around. So he heard where it was coming from. He walks over there. So now, we in prison. Everybody knows it, man. Everybody go to shooting over here. Man, we shoot over here. Mr. Ed got Bob by the collar. He got Bob by the collar on the counter like this. Bob pushing, trying to get up. And we get closer, you can hear Bob say, "Get the fuck off me, stupid motherfucker. Get the fuck off me, man." Pastor came in there, he said, Ed. And then Mr. Ed let him go real quick. And he said, "What's going on, guys? You in the Lord's house. You in the Lord's house, guys. Ed, I'm so disappointed what you doing, Ed." And then Mr. Ed gonna look at us talking about, "Y'all can go sit down, man. It's time to leave anyway. Y'all can go ahead on. Y'all can go ahead." So, everybody go to walking away. Mr. Ed come back in the dorm. So I see him going up to the few people in my dorm that either goes to the church service often or the people that perform that night. So I'm like, I wonder what the hell he doing. There must be something else we getting or something. He got to let everybody know or something. Man, that man came up to me next. I'm sitting there. He said, "Hey, CB, brother, I just want to let you know the Lord put it on my heart, bro, to apologize to everybody, bro, for behaving that way. It's just that man be trying to do things a certain way, and that's not how things go." You know what I'm saying? I'm the head orderly, bro, and you play the instrument the way I say play the instrument, bro, especially when I'm singing. It's my song. How the hell how you gonna tell me how you gonna play it to my song? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to apologize to you, bro, because I know I wasn't being a good example on this journey that you're on, and I know that could discourage some people. So all y'all brothers who striving, I just wanted to come apologize to you for y'all seeing me behave that way, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you good, bro? You a human, folks. You ain't perfect, nigga. You ain't the most high, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got frustrated, So he like, yeah, that's what it was, blah, blah, blah. So next week, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, it's just regular church service, you know what I'm saying? But they always do like singing and praying in every single service. I'm on the front row. Mr. Ed came up. He said he gonna open in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pray, everybody get their stuff together, whatever the case is. So while he praying, I'm looking around like this. I see through the glass behind us. Okay, so it's the multi-purpose room. That's what they call it. That's where they hold church at, school at, visitation at, just everything that goes on in the prison where they need a lot of people. They hold it in the multi-purpose room. So the multi-purpose room, when you walk in, it's just a big open space, but they got these long things hanging from the ceiling that you could push. And, they heavy too. You could push them. And that's what makes, that's what can take this open space from being an open space to having actual classrooms. Because the orderlies that work in there, they got to push it, they got to move it. Then when they pull another one, it locks in place. So they basically got to build a wall with it. Then when they done, they push it all the way back to wherever it got to go. You know what I'm saying? So when you walk in the church, all of that is pushed all the way to the back because they don't want no classes, no nothing. They just want nothing but open space, wide open. So it's an open space, and then it's just a bunch of chairs, bro. It's just a bunch of chairs. It's a small stage, and a podium right there. You know what I'm saying? So when you first walk in, where a big open space is nothing but glass. Well, it's like plexiglass, but you can see through. So when I do like this and look up, I see Bob out there like, I can't really hear what he's saying, but I see him like this. And then the officer like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to dismiss him. So I don't know what's being said, but it looks like to me, they not letting him in here. When they get done praying, they start singing. So when Mr. Ed was when he was singing, he looked over at the dude that was playing the trombone, which would usually be Bob, and then he started smiling and did like that and kept singing. So I guess he was doing it the way the way Mr. Ed liked. Man, next thing you know, you hear, Chap, 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 they won't let me come in. Chap, this is Bob, Chap. And then the door slammed real quick. I guess Bob done ran around the officer and slammed the door real quick. So then the chaplain went to looking, and then he went to looking behind him at all the orderlies, and he said, oh, Bob ain't in here. And he got off the stage and went walking over there, and the chaplain went out there. I guess he was talking to the officer, letting her know that, yeah, Bob can come, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So the chaplain came walking back in with Bob, you know what I'm saying? And Bob came walking across, and when he walked past us to get ready to get on the stage, he said, motherfucker trying to get me kicked out the service. And then he went up there and got on stage, and then the chaplain told the other dude who playing the trombone to give it to Bob and get off the stage. The chaplain told Mr. Ed to come here and took him in that back closet. I don't know what he talked to him about. I guess Mr. Ed worked the one and capped the officer down like Bob got kicked out of church and the pastor said he can't come back, whatever the case. And then the chaplain went out there and straightened it out. So they came out the closet, and the chaplain was up there preaching. He was doing his sermon. He was telling everybody, you know, he was doing his full sermon about whatever. And bro, this whole time, you got Mr. Ed and Bob giving each other crazy type of stares. Now, Bob, Mr. Ed done already jacked your ass up last week now. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no part twos, not in this church house. And when he got done, he told Mr. Ed to come, you know, finish up or whatever. So Mr. Ed came up there, you know, he just talking. He just saying all kind of stuff like, won't he do it? And then everybody like, yeah. He like, God is good. And then everybody like, all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got Bob sitting there like, when he got done doing whatever he did, he looked over at the chaplain. He said, Chap, you want to close out in prayer or you want me to do it? And he said, go ahead, Ed. Go ahead, Ed. So Ed, man, said a long-ass prayer. I'm talking about, bro, I don't even play with God. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, bro. I damn near dozed off. It was a long prayer, bro. Super duper long. And then when he got done, he looked at the dude with the drums, and the dude went to, you know, getting ready to hit it, crank up. And then he looked at everybody, mugged Bob, and went to singing, bro. And when he went to singing, I guess Bob was hitting that trombone the wrong way or whatever the case, and it was one of them long gold trombones. And he went to hitting the trombone, whatever the case, bro. And man, Mr. Ed looked back at him and did like that and kept singing, then came looking back at the crowd, went to singing again, and then I guess Bob hitting them notes the wrong way again, man. That man, Mr. Ed, took the mic off the thing, turned around, walked straight up to Bob and swung the mic at him. He swung the mic. The chaplain jumped up talking about, Ed. He swung the mic. Bob like kind of did like that, man. Swung the trombone like that, hit Mr. Ed in the face with the trombone. Mr. Ed went to going back. Bob rushed him. He dropped the trombone, then rushed him, tackled the man off of the stage. The chaplain up there talking about some, call security. Call security. We like, nigga, we ain't got no damn radio. Nigga, you the one with the radio. So Bob on top of Mr. Ed, hitting him in the stomach and in the ribs. Mr. Ed laying down on the ground like his damn back broke. He laying still. Only thing moving is his arm. He just like this, hitting Bob on the back with the microphone. And then, you know, people jumped in and snatched him up. Talking about, hold on, man. Hold on. You got the pastor, you got the chaplain up there talking about, not in the Lord's house. Not in the Lord's house. Ed, Bob, I can't believe y'all not in the Lord's house. The chaplain finally picked up that damn radio like he should have did from the beginning. And he said something. You had some police running there. And they took Mr. Ed and Bob to the hole. And then they canceled the service for the rest of the night. They made all of us leave and go back to the dorm. And then they canceled church altogether at the whole prison for like a month. And then they cranked back up. And yeah, that was just crazy, bro. But the thing is this. Prison ain't it, bro. I promise you it's not it. I promise you, bro. I promise you it's not it. As I watch these cases and these trials, bro, and just people that I know or people in the streets, I go look at the news thing and I see, you know, people fresh 20 years, 50 years, 10 years, bro. That shit ain't, I don't know what y'all think that life is like, bro. But I promise you it ain't it. I promise you. Just don't forget, you could go to prison for the pettiest thing in the world, and you could be sexually assaulted. You could be murdered. You can be abused. You could have one of your eyes poked out your head. You could have your eardrum bust open. It's a lot of bad things that can happen in there, bro. So I just advise y'all to do the right thing, bro. If you living a life that's not right, you better try to fix it. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.